My name is Dr. Cheryl Meyer, and I'm a psychologist and a life coach and a roller skater and a surfer now. Anyway, not really. I just learned how. And I also sing and play the guitar because I think it's important to be balanced in our lives, and I love it. And so to follow our passions, you know? And I always wanted to study psychology so that, because it's meant to be ology, that means study of, and psyche, the soul. I always wanted to understand the soul and how to help people live from their souls, basically, bring healing so that we're not caught in just our mechanical, repetitious mind, the thoughts that go over and over, and the unconscious relationships where we don't connect with people, or we do, and then it's like, you know, the runner and the chaser, and it's just or the aggressor and the victim. Or how I say it here at my office is, you know, there's a parent and the child's down here, and whatever we didn't get in childhood, we keep trying to get from our parents, and then we find that in the external world. We find substitute parents, and then we have to parent them, and we're yelling at them, or not yelling, but like, you know, telling them how they ought to be, so that we can have a healthy parent to parent us and give us what was missing. Just practicing being present with yourself. Exploring at night. Who am I? Why am I here? What's happening in my life? When I was thinking of making this video just now, because I have some extra time at my office for a few minutes, I was just thinking, well, what do I say today? What do people, what's important? And then I was thinking, what do I want to hear? You know, I know for me, I want to hear, you are loved. You're never alone. Don't give up. Keep persevering. Keep learning what it is to live life, learning what it is to be a soul here in a body and extend this consciousness, and what it is to love other people and to be loved, to allow love. I definitely want to call one of my friends today. It's like I haven't spoken to her in a while, and it's this idea of staying connected to people in a genuine, sincere way. This is someone I can just say anything to, and I know she's not going to judge me, and she's encouraging, and I'm encouraging to her. So what else would I say to myself? You are not just your external, you know, but like, it's important here. I'll take my jacket off for a second. It's important to work on the external. I didn't get to do my yoga yet today, but it's like, this is from doing it like 5 or 6 days a week, you know, and I was talking with a client, and I can say this isn't personal, but it's like this mentality that's around where people they expect to get the results to things without putting in the work, you know, and like, I just want that thing. I want the glory. I don't want to practice, you know, playing my guitar 7 hours a day so that I actually play well. And it's not like you have to be obsessive about things, but I want a good relationship, but I don't want to take responsibility for any of the pain that I've caused in all my past relationships, or my fear of intimacy and not facing that, or you know, I want to have a healthy body, but I'm scared that I won't get it, so I'm not going to make changes right now in my body to give myself that that health today, you know? And there's a lot of fear. People can give in to their fear, but why? Why? Here, I'll move this. Why give so much power over to fear? What do you think you could do if you weren't afraid? I created a YouTube channel over a year ago, and I'll sing a song if it keeps coming to me and it needs to be expressed through me. I just do that. Or I took surfing lessons, or I exercise my body every day, you know? I try to take Sundays off just to rest. Sometimes I just chill skate, roller skate, because it creates balance in my life and balance in my body. And when I wanted to try surfing this past Tuesday, I just got up every time but once, only because I do yoga like 5 or 6 days a week, power yoga. And I offered that to myself. Like, I'm going to treat you with worth, even when you don't know it. See, when we had a different experience in childhood than that, you know, when we had parents saying, I love you, but not acting in loving ways, then this is what I notice is we get used to saying, I love you to other people and to ourselves, but we don't act in that way. And it's important to act in that way. But if we got people saying it to us and not acting in that way in our childhood, then we believe their experience. We took in their experience. The experience was, I'm going to say I love you, but you're not going to experience love, and you don't deserve to have love, and you're not worth it, and you either have to keep proving yourself that you are worth it, or just realize you're not and accept the scraps that you get, and let's call that love. And I'm like, no, I don't want to call that love anymore. Like, you're worth more than scraps. You're worth giving yourself more than scraps. It's funny, I have a poster up there that I'm looking at, a little picture frame, and I have the same thing behind me. So I'm looking at the same thing in front of me and the same thing behind me. I didn't know it was out there. I forgot my picture was up here, because I like looking at it sometimes when I'm working. But it's Aslan, you know, right after he came back alive in the Narnia books, you know, there's resurrection, and there's celebration. These Lucy and Susan are celebrating his coming back to life. Maybe that's the message that's coming through me right now. And because I just sang the song yesterday, Afterglow, because I was on TikTok and it was the only free song available for that I just saw, and I'm like, oh, I threw it on with some roller skating video, and it was really beautiful. And then this song started showing up in my life more, and I loved it. But it was like, I will hold on tight until the afterglow, you know. We were love drunk. Na, 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 na. Oh, I forgot the words right now in this moment, but we were love drunk something. Na, 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 na. I will hold on to the afterglow. But to me, the afterglow in my mind, because I think in a transcendent way, I always think in a spiritual way, is the afterglow is this longing for resurrection, for redemption, for us not to be caught up in addictions, not to be caught up in our cycles of, you know, feeling rejected and then rejecting other people or pushing people away, or trying to get our worth through superficial ways that don't work, that don't end up working. And then we're on the ground again. And then, you know, like, how often do you want to puff yourself up and build our worth on nothing, instead of, you know, knowing who your soul self is, your heart and living from that space. You know, there's some lyric in that song that's like, where we were trying to find love under 6 inches deep of snow, you know, and it's just like letting our heart space warm up again. And no matter how many times we haven't felt loved and feel discouraged, like you don't know how many times, even now, and I've learned so much how to be zen, how to be in my isness, my deeper I, my soul self that's beyond my name, and live from that space where you're lacking nothing and you're in abundance and you feel brave and carefree and loving, and you receive love, and it doesn't even matter because you are love. But even that, like sometimes when I'm singing a song again and it's a new song and it's like, you know, there's so many times that it's like, just stop. Even while I was making this, it's like, just stop. What are you saying? Da 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 da, you know? And it's like, no, I'm not going to let those voices dominate. I'm like, it was just 11:11. I'm not going to let those voices dominate. I'm going to keep being me and learning how to be me. And like, I got a black eye the other day. I wish I had a fun story for what, like, because I went surfing and the surfboard, but no, I just, the blood rushed to my head when I stood up after a meal. And anyway, but no matter what, keep on keeping on. I know that's like a 70s saying, I think, but just that's what I want to say to myself, is like, keep being confident, not fake confident, learning how to be in love, live where love is, even if we didn't feel it in childhood, or they said they were and we weren't getting it. So we're used to settling for scraps because we're used to people saying it and not actually having it. Well, actually learn how to give it to yourself in your life. Choose worthiness, choose to treat yourself with worth, and give yourself a loving kindness, a friend that says, hey, you know what, let's go face another day. We get to watch another sunset at night. Let's live this life that we're given. It is a gift, even if this is going on or that's going on, or there's fear everywhere or whatever, you know, like, don't listen to that. Those are the voices I don't listen to. And I had to practice not listening to them, because I know they're not true. I know some part of me knew as a child they weren't true. I wish you love.